So I'm trying to figure out how to actually share the link to this chat. Oh, here we go. It's shareable link. Okay, just gonna do a little bit of social sharing here. Let everybody know that we're online at the moment. Where else should I share this to? LinkedIn, maybe? So I am using Restream this morning. This is a little bit of a different experience. So this is the first time I've actually done this with Restream. So I'm actually multi-streaming to multiple platforms. So just bear with me for a moment while I actually get this all straightened out. Oh, where else? Where else do we want to share to? So I guess we want to share to the Discord, don't we? So here we go. So I will go back to my live room now. So hey, we're back again. Jess, you're back again for another one. So I'm just let me just go to my, I need to figure out how to get to my chat now. So I'm doing this on I'm actually multi-streaming right now. So actually just trying to figure out my way around. So where, oh, here it is. Yeah, Twitch link. Let me find it. One moment. Twitch. There we go. Yeah, this is nice, isn't it? This is actually really cool. I wish there was a way I could actually pull this chat out, but it's all good. This is nice because it actually shows the screen. It actually shows the chat as well. I really like this. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks for joining this morning. I thought we had a lot of fun on yesterday's stream. So yeah, I thought I'd do some more. I have some more ideas on some directions that we can go, and I'm just going to continue working on this DJ app, and it's really motivating for me as well when we're actually when I actually have a live stream going and I'm doing this, and So yeah, this is, I guess I'll jump right into it. Yeah, so we're actually multi-streaming at the moment. We are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope, which is on Twitter. So yeah, so we're doing some multi-streaming. This is what we did. This is what we were working on yesterday. So this is an app that I've been working on for quite a while, and you have a login screen. Then there's this connect mixer. I'm not sure if you can see my mixer or not. I have it here beside me. So there's a hardware mixer. And yesterday we did this thing where we had this blinking connect mixer to begin that we did yesterday. And then you just connect the mixer like this. And now we have this. It shows as connected, and you can switch between the left, right turntable. So there were a couple improvements that I was thinking about this. I was thinking that one of the first things that I'd like to do is I'd like to do some more stuff with the way that this is presented. So at the moment, all of this is the default, just the default juice look. Like you can see that these thumbs are just kind of the default way. And so I wanted to actually, and also these combo boxes, we have these check marks, and I was thinking that maybe we work with those a little bit. We just adjust this combo box, change it up. So we're going to jump into the look and feel class. I haven't actually done much look and feel in a long time. So, I mean, I'm saying this as if I've been doing this a long time. I haven't actually been doing this a very long time, but yeah. So I haven't actually jumped into look and feel methods for combo box for a while, and I know that there are some little strange bits about that. So we're going to do that this morning, and I don't know if it's going to be successful, but we're going to work through it together, and hopefully we'll get somewhere. So yeah, so let's jump right into it. So let's see. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, where shall we start? So the combo box is residing in this class called turntable settings. So we have this turntable settings class. We have this combo box class. What I think I'm going to do is to try to make it easy. I think I'm going to set up a local look and feel class that is going to change some of the characteristics of the combo box. So we're going to try that. I've never actually really tried this before, so this is going to be a new adventure, and yeah, we're gonna try it out. See if it works out. So let's see. Let's start by going to our API. So let me just pull up API this morning, and I'm a little bit nervous because this is going to go into some new territory for me. So I believe to start doing the look and feel, set up your look and feel class. And look and feel is the way that we can customize components and customize the way that our application actually looks. So I'm going to do this look and feel v4. So that's where we can actually start overriding, and they have these various hooks into the way that you can actually make your combo box look. So if you wanted to keep the inherent behavior of a combo box, but just change the background color and the way that it's looking and the way that it's presented, you can actually just change it using this combo box look and feel methods. So I'm going to take this step by step, and I don't remember exactly how this works, but we're just gonna roll with it. Actually, I have a default look and feel. So let's see, it's in my style. So I have this look and feel. Oh, I did actually do a thing where I do the drawing the combo box. Let's see if this works here, right? So so we have this. So all of this is so we have this draw combo box method, and this is what you see here is actually what is this is what's in Juice, right? So this actual method actually originally came from the Juice code for drawing the combo box, because that's what I want to change, right? I want to change the way that this is actually drawing. So first thing that I need to do is I actually need to see if this combo box, if this look and feel is actually applying to my turntable settings class. Okay, so I'm going to go up to my main component. So main component is where my big app is, so to speak. And let's see, we got this. Oh, here we go. Scratch Champ look and feel. So I'm just gonna uncomment this for a second and actually see if this works. So we're gonna try building that and see where we go. I'm curious to see actually if I want to make sure that the chat for all of these is actually coming through. So one moment. So because I have kind of a oh, it is working. How about that? This is cool. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is so I'm just going to click through this. Let's see if this is actually coming through. So it doesn't, I'm not seeing anything that's actually different about this. So now I just need to have a look through my where look and feel is actually implemented. So that should be implemented in, oh, so we see that I've commented out the set look and feel method. So this is what actually enables your own look and feel. So now I'm just going to uncomment that. And then one of the main things to keep in mind when you're setting your own look and feel is to make sure that when you call your destructor that you set it back to null pointer, or else you'll get it'll actually not it'll not deallocate your memory correctly when you actually shut down your application. You'll get a nasty crash. So here we go. We're going to log in again. Oh, cool. So we see, this is cool. So we see that the look and feel has actually changed now. So see how the color of my combo box is actually different. So that's awesome. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at these check marks, right? So I'm not really a big fan of these check marks. Also, I feel like the box maybe no, the size of the box is cool. I think the size of the box is fine. I was thinking maybe this could be like a dot, maybe like maybe like just an ellipse, a filled ellipse, rather than a check mark. Maybe this arrow could be, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the outline could be a different color. I don't know. I don't want to. It looks kind of all right the way it is. These I definitely want to change. So we see how these are blue at the moment, and I want to change these. Maybe I'll make them red and or white. White could work actually. So there's not too much that actually needs to change with that. So let's see if we can find that, right? So now we're going to go back into our look and feel class. And so we have this draw combo box. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to combo box look and feel method, see what we can actually change. So if I just open this in a separate tab, we've got draw combo box that we can mess around with. Create combo box text box, position combo box text box, get options for combo box pop-up menu. Okay. Oh, so when you click, so when you click on the box itself, it actually, what it actually does is it creates a pop-up menu. So we may have to actually look at that, look at pop-up menu options. So that returns a pop-up menu options. Let's have a look at this now. So it looks like pop-up menu is actually what we need rather than combo box options. So let's see here. So this is going to be interesting. So let's go back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look at the combo box. Well, let me just read through this, how this is actually drawn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and actually look at the combo box class in Juice and see how that see how that's actually drawn. So I'm just going back here to this, just seeing what I want to change. So not very much. It's really this. So when you click on this, this actually looks like it's the same thing, but it's actually not. So these are two separate things. So you have a combo box. When you click on the when you click on the combo box, it actually produces this pop-up menu, and then the pop-up menu is what we're going to actually have to change. So this is actually going to be a little bit more of a complex problem than what I had anticipated. So I'm wondering if I could actually just change if maybe pop-up menu has a look and feel that I could actually change and just try to change that. So let's have a look at pop-up menu options, see if there's something in there. So I'm just going to look up pop-up. Okay, so we have this draw pop-up menu item that we could try to override. So let's maybe try that. So let's take a look. So let's take a look at that, right? So what I could do is I could do Command Shift F to look for a method, and then we do draw pop-up menu. I'm just going to try that. And then what I need to look for is the V4 implementation of that, if there is one. Here we go. So now we're in the Juice V4 header file. Now we just want to see what that looks like, because I'm looking specifically at how the actual check mark is actually drawn. So I'm in the wrong method. So okay, here we go. So if is separator. So I'm just trying to find the actual. Okay, here we go. So if is ticked, auto tick, get tick shape. And then we got fill path, if has sub menu. Okay. So this is cool. So this is, I'm not sure if this is the correct way to do this, but this is how I've done this in the past. So what I will do, so there's a look and feel method for draw a pop-up item that you can override. So what I like to do is I actually just copy all of this. Copy it. Now I'm going to go to my look and feel class, which is down here. And actually, oh, I've actually done it already. I've been working on this for so long that I actually forget. So get options. Is it get options? No, that's not the one that I want. Get. So the one I want to override is draw pop-up menu item. So let's try to do that here. So I'm going to just paste the code that I copied here. And we're not in the look and feel class anymore. We're actually in Scratch Champ look and feel. So I'm going to just copy that, paste that there. And then now I just need to actually, oh, my mouse is acting funny. I just need to copy all of this business and I need to put it in my header file. So here we go. So this is a void method. And now I'm going to override this. And so most of this we want to keep the same, right? So basically what I'm doing now is I'm changing the way that this pop-up menu is actually being drawn. So the only thing that I really want to change is I just want to change that tick mark. But let's first make sure that this is actually working, right? I want to see that this is actually working. So let's maybe try changing the text color. So let's see. So we got text color to use is equal to null pointer, find color. So I'm just gonna change this momentarily. So juice colors. Let's just try red, right? Now make that applicable for both of these options. We're just going to try to build this and see if this actually works. Oh, we got a build failed. So what did we do? So, so we are using all of the juice namespace stuff. So these are just juice objects. We need to make sure that we actually preface these with juice. And then we need to go to this and do the same thing here. So all these objects are juice objects. So I do it correctly for this. Let me see. Juice, 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 juice. So I think we did all of that. So I think we're okay. So here we go. So now we're building, building, building. And I'm just going to actually combo box. So just having a look, making sure this actually is all correct. while this is all building, this is going to take a second to build. So it looks like we're fine here. So it's really here that we're going to be looking to change. Oh yeah, this is going to be, this is all going to be a whole bunch of juice methods. So I need to do this, put juice before all of this stuff. Yep. So I did that. So I had made a decision to use, to actually need to put juice in front of all the juice objects. In retrospect, I don't know if that was the right decision because I'm not really using a whole bunch of external libraries, but here we are. So yeah, so now we're drawing this. So let's go back to where we were before. So where is that tick? If is ticked. So there's a possibility that it might not know what is ticked actually is and has submenu. I have a feeling that there's going to be some errors that we're going to need to think about, that are going to be local because we copied this from the combo box from the pop-up menu class. I have a feeling there's going to be some variables that maybe we didn't have, that we didn't transfer along with the method. So okay, we're getting there though. We got juice, rectangle placement. So that seems to be the only thing. So Jas asks, what about using namespace juice? And yeah, I decided not to use namespace juice. So that was an option. I actually went through this whole entire code base and I actually put juice in front of everything just because I thought that was the right way to do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could have gone either way. Like I said, it wasn't like I was using a whole bunch of external libraries. So that's the big consideration when using when clicking the option to not need to put namespace juice in front of all these objects, because if you had another library that was using a justification that had a class called justification, then your compiler wouldn't know whether you meant juice justification or this other library's justification class. So that's the reason why it's good practice just to use to preface the class names with the namespace that you're in. So yeah. So here we are, still building. Curious to see what's going on the Discord in the meantime. Yeah, compilation for this one is really slow mainly because it's a big app. Yeah, so that's the reason why. I think this one's tens of thousands of lines of code. I've never actually counted how many lines it was, but so yeah, so we see, right, that I just colored the text red and now and it colors red. So that's good news because now we know that that our look and feel class is actually working. This is all actually functioning as we expect it to. So now I'm going to change the text back to white again. And then we're going to actually get rid of that tick mark, and maybe we'll do like an ellipse, I think. Just a small, simple ellipse, I think. So, yeah. So Stalker asks, what about modularizing your app to reduce compilation time? So modularize, what do you mean by that? How would you do that? This sounds interesting though. So okay, so now I have text color to use. So I just want this to be white, right? So I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with this too much, so I'm just going to set both options to white like this. So there we go. And then now we want this tick. So we got this method called get tick shape. So what is this? Get tick shape. It's interesting that there's this method called get tick shape. Oh, because I'm overriding the method, that's why. And then we got g.fill path. So icon area reduced. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this for a moment. And we just need to find the icon. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fill the path with an ellipse. So while I'm thinking about that, so we have a couple questions. Will this video be available to view afterwards? Yes, yes, we can. I will leave the video up afterwards. Then Stalker says, place some part of your core should be in your own libraries. Yeah, this is actually in my own library. So yeah. But I'm curious to see how that would work actually. I'm curious to see how that would actually function. So okay, so I'm going to say. So I'm going to go back. So I'm going to go back to the combo box. I'm going to go back to the combo box class because I just want to investigate exactly what this tick is, what type of object this is, so I can actually start. I can actually start drawing. I'm going to actually look at fill path very quickly in the graphics class. So let's go to the Juice API. We're going to go to the graphics class. Scroll down. And then we've got fill path, I believe. So this is using a fill path, and what we want to be here essentially is an ellipse, and then we just need to figure out exactly what. I need to find out what type of object tick is, so we can actually take a look and just try to mimic that behavior with an ellipse, essentially. So we got a path. Okay, so this is fine. Basically, we would just need to make a path object. So let's look at the path class. And we could do believe there's circle to, or add, there's add rounded rectangle, add ellipse. Here we go, add ellipse. And then we have this area. So area seems to be icon area. So let's not guess at this, and let's actually have a look at the pop-up menu class, right? So is it pop-up menu options? Can't remember where I actually got this from. Oh, it's still right here in my search. Pop-up menu item. So draw pop-up menu item. So sorry, I'm just bouncing around a little bit here. So we want juice. So we actually want the pop-up menu. Pop-up menu options is what we want. Pop-up menu options. So now, just looking for that actual, is there an actual, here we go. So this is what we want. Pop-up menu. Then we want the options in here. So I'm just trying to look at how this is actually drawn. Pop-up menu options. So it's funny because I'm now in here and I'm like, what was I actually even looking for again? I actually forgot what I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go back here again. So I was looking for icon area. So there was a menu, draw pop-up menu item. That's what I want. Draw pop-up menu item. Well, this is actually overridden, so interesting. So then that actually goes back to look and feel. That actually goes back to look and feel v4. So we're going to go back to look and feel v4 because that's where the default draw pop-up menu item is actually implemented. So just the look and feel v4 class here. So we got v2. Where is it? And feel v4. So here we go. And then we're going to the draw pop-up menu item. And then what we were looking for was icon area. So I want to see what icon area is looking like. Icon area. So we see that, oh, it's actually there locally within. I didn't even actually need to do all this. So icon area, remove from left, round the end, max font height to float. So, okay, so going back to where we were before, and then where is get tick shape? So let's do get tick shape. Okay, So what is this? Path data. I have no idea what this is. Unsigned char. Path data. So why? I don't understand what is actually happening here. Load path from data. Okay. What is this? I have no idea what that is. Okay, but they're just creating a path, and we can do that. We can just do that locally here. So this is what I'm going to try to do. Just comment this out. I'm going to say juice path E. Just seeing if there's any arguments that I need to make for paths. So no. And then I just need to do add. So what's ellipse? So add ellipse to the area. So I'm just going to try adding the ellipse to the area. Sorry, I need to go back here. So scale to fit. So they just path load from data, path data, scale to fit. So I might need this. Okay. Actually, I don't think I need that. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second here. So P dot, what is it? Add ellipse. Add ellipse. And what do we need? A rectangle. So the area. So now we have to see if the area icon area is a rectangle float. So let's have a look here. So this is removed from left, round the int to float. So this looks like this returns a rectangle of type float because we have this to float at the very end. So I'm going to just try to put this in like this icon area. See if this works. So the only thing is I want to actually set the color of this. So let's just do a set color. So what color would this be? White. So let's have a look. Let's see if this actually works. I hope so. Oh, sorry. We need to do something here. So this is path P, and then we need to do fill path, which would be the, sorry, going back here. Fill path is the path, and then affine transform. So I'm going to do this. Like that. So let's see. So let's try that and see if that works. Should be interesting. What's this arrow? So Jas asks, what are the functionalities that this app will offer? So I don't want to say too much about what it's going to do at the moment, but I would just say, speaking specifically for this particular part, this is just about hooking up the equipment and hooking up your DJ equipment and it connecting and being able to select between a left and a right turntable and being able to change some options. So roughly speaking, it's a DJ app. So yeah, just gonna try that. So it's taking a while to compile. Let's see. Let's check in on the Discord, see what's going on Discord while this is all happening. But I was actually looking at doing all of this in React, actually, because you have React Juice, but I wasn't sure that there was really enough functionality or that it was quite ready to use it on an app this big. I wanted to try using it on something a bit smaller before we actually did it, because I was actually trying out React Juice recently, and just in trying to do some simple things, I was actually getting some crashing, and I thought, it's not quite ready. But I was actually studying React pretty heavily. So, okay, so we got build succeeded, which is nice. And there we go. So we're back. We're back in. Got login. And cool. So okay, so we got the ellipse. It's big, right? So that's not so it's too big. I want it to be quite small. I feel like the size of this is too big as well. I'm just being picky, but I'm just going to reduce the size of this ellipse. But we see that it actually drew, which is pretty cool. Jess says, you've implemented some nice analog modeling filters and distortions. Oh, no way. Really? Oh, I'd love to see those. We should do something for the channel. You want to come on the channel and actually discuss them? Actually show people what you made, or are they closed source? So okay, so what we've done here is we've actually made so the size of the icon area is we've reduced it this size. That's why it doesn't actually look like a circle, right? Because we've reduced it on the x-axis, but not on the y-axis. So I'm just gonna try to hack this out, and I'm going to do auto area equals this business, just to make this a little bit more readable. And then I'm going to do area that. Build that out again. But we are getting there. We are getting there. Be nice to have like a little divider between the options as well. Yeah. I mean, this is all stuff that I could probably just do, you know, a little bit later. I'm just being really picky. But yeah, we could come back. We can come back to that. So So let's see. Yeah, it's taking a minute to build. Let's see, what else did we want to do with this? So I also wanted to do something. I had this idea of actually animating the lines when the options change. So, but I think that's going to take quite a bit of code to actually do that. But I had this idea that the lines would, rather than it all just kind of appearing at once, that it would actually kind of draw, that it would actually kind of draw nicely. I'm curious to see how that would actually work. I've never really actually tried to do anything like that before, but we can try it. We can try it today. As soon as this actually builds one day. So yeah, I think another thing that we could do. So we could actually make the text of it, the actual text of it, maybe like a different color, like to show that it's selected. So that could possibly work as well. But yeah, this look and feel, I really need to do more. I need to do more tutorials on UX and UI. Probably really more for myself than for anything else. So okay, so here we are. We're back in. We are logging in. I have this. Oh, it's huge. It seems like it got bigger. Whoa. So, So this is wrong. And it's still circular as well. So let's go back and let's look at this a little bit more. So we have if is separator, if is ticked. So I did icon area. So let's look at icon area. So R, what is R? R is area dot reduced. What is area? So area is the actual area of the pop-up menu item, I guess. So thing is, I can't mess with R because R is going to mess with how much so let's see, area, so R is area reduced. So maybe we just try to make something. So let's say, so area is reducing it by 5 pixels, and then so now we have area. So this is actually what we're looking at, area reduced by 1. An icon area is removing this. Then if icon is not equal to null pointer, so what's icon? So let's see. So we have icon. Sorry, I'm just digging through all this. Oh, so icon, I guess, is just if we actually have a PNG of an icon. So, oh yeah, it's a drawable. So we see that this is a drawable item, right? So we don't have one of those. We're just trying to use the is ticked. So um, so I could actually probably get rid of a lot of this. So icon area, remove from left, max font height to float. So get transform to scale to fit. Don't think that I actually need all that. I think that I might be able to just roll with it like that. Starting this building process again. So Jas says that the analog modeling filters are closed source. I've just built a huge library for my own since. I know it's only 10%. That's really cool. I'd love to check them out actually. Yeah, let's get in contact. Are you on Discord, Jas? Let's touch base and let's catch up. So just going through, looking at. I actually like this. This is the first time that I've actually really tried this on Restream. They offer some really cool options. Like this whole option to actually have the text up on the screen as you're doing it is really cool. Yeah, I really like that. I think this needs to be branded in the future though. So I'm actually gonna do some branding on it. I think I have to upgrade my plan. Oh, I got a build failed. No matching call for fill path. So let's do fill path. So this uses a find transform. So translated, rotated, scaled. So what do we want here? Get transformed to scale to fit. And then so that's something in the path class. It transform to scale to fit. Preserve proportions. So maybe if we make that false. False, and then let's see. So we got icon area, get width. It's got icon area to get width, and I divided that by 10, which I thought before it was divided by 5. So get transformed scale to fit. That's float area. So let's look back at icon area again. So got icon area, remove from left, Max font height to float. So what's max font height? I hate when it doesn't actually jump to the definition, max font height. Max font height is get height divided by 1.3 f. Okay. So let's see. So if we're reducing it, then we want a larger number, not a smaller number, right? So maybe we want something more like this. Yeah, because we're reducing. I was thinking that area was actually making the, when we were doing reduced, it's actually making, I was trying to reduce it. I was trying to use icon area get width, that to actually reduce it more, but by I was actually reducing it less. So yeah, so that's what was happening. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So I think we'll be good here now. Once this actually builds one day. Not a lot of people not a lot of people watching today. This is I guess it's a Sunday. Nobody wants to be talking about code on a Sunday, right? So I do. I was thinking, wow, we had a great live stream yesterday. I'm really motivated. Oh, Martin's here. Hey, Martin, how's it going? What do you think of this new setup where you have the chat and this area? This I think it looks pretty cool. I wonder if I could actually modify the location of my. So I think I can move it in real time like this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, actually. Ah, I see. So that just goes back and forth. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this it looks pro, right? This is the next level. This is what we're doing for the meetups from now on. We're actually going to live stream on Restream like this, and we're going to have the chat room like this. Oh, so now it has no icon. So maybe I've made it a little bit too small. So let's try. So before it was 5. Let's try 4. I hope it doesn't take an eternity to build all of this again. It's funny, you do one little change and it has to rebuild all of it over again. That's the only thing about doing UI, is that it's just takes so long, especially when you're working in a big app like this. If you're changing numbers, use juice live constant. How does that work? Where juice live constant? Never heard of that. Juice live constant. Live constant editor. How's this? Oh, go back. I love Jill's comments. You so funny. Cool to implement the juice live constant. You wrap the number with the macro and you get a pop-up window with a slider to change. What? I've never heard of this. Are you serious? Do you have to recompile? Or is this I thought this was just with what? No way. What? With in Xcode, or is this? No. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe that I'm just hearing about this. Are you serious? Oh my goodness, Martin. You are kidding me. Oh my goodness. This is going to change my life if this is the case. Yeah, that's only for Producer though, right? With the live build. You were not telling me that this is something. Man, if I could do that live in no, that can't work live in Xcode. Oh my God, that's going to change my life. Oh, this circle's too big. Okay, so let's try this, right? Let's just see how this let's give this a try. So where was I? So let's go back. Here, so where was it? So what would I just do like this? Like that? Okay. So big shout out to Martin. If you don't know Martin, he is a legend in the audio programming game. So go to the Juice GUI extra module config. Okay. So what in here? Enable Juice enable live constant editor. No, I'm on the left. Juice. Click Juice GUI extra. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep. And then enabled. Okay. So now let's see this. Oh my goodness! If this actually works, Martin, this is going to change my. This is going to change my whole life. If this actually works. Oh man! I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that I'm just hearing about this. If this actually works. Holy moly! This is just gonna change everything. We're gonna have to do a tutorial just on this. If how I knew that Producer had a live building engine, but I thought that they stopped supporting it. Okay, just building. But my Xcode just crashed, so this is something different than the live build engine. Oh man, I cannot believe that I'm just hearing about this. No way. This is just okay. So I have this Juice Live Constant 4, right? So now I'm just building this. This is going to be wow. I really hope that this actually works the way that I'm thinking of it in my mind. I really hope it actually works like that. Wow. So where does it? So you're saying that there's a slider that actually appears. Where does it appear? Just right here in Xcode, or what? Or is it just that I just change it on the fly? There's a pop-up window. No. You are killing me with this. No way. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that I'm just hearing about this. Oh, undeclared identifier Juice Live constant. Is it? So let's see. Is it because I have? Does it have to be like this? Maybe. Let's try that. Oh my goodness! If this works, holy moly! Oh, these builds, they take forever, don't they? Thanks to everybody who's watching for the oh, I would try putting it on its own line with a specific type. Okay, let me see if this build fails. Okay, so auto constant equals juice constant. And then this will be constant. Let's try that. Thinking of other reasons why. Oh, with a specific type. So let me just try it with. So I'm going to try int. Try that. I cannot believe that I'm just. Yeah. Yeah, it's because all of this is in a module actually. I don't know if I've set up the module properly or not. Yeah, so see it's in this Scratch Champ lib that's in my Juice modules. This will actually change my life if I can get this to work. So I'm still getting use of undeclared identifier, Juice Live constant. let's have a look at Google really quick. So let's go to the forum. Constant. Maybe it's only in Producer. Oh, so no, but Martin was saying that it actually works when he's using CMake. Juice Live Constant. Yeah, so it's really like this. Is it maybe that it needs to be? I mean, I used the macro Juice Live Constant to set. So this is recent. So does it maybe need to be a float? Just thinking. Check module dependencies. Yeah, that sounds sensible. So let's see here. Did I include this? No, it's included. Enable live constant. Yeah. That's the project, not the module. What do you mean? So I've included it as a module, right? Yeah, it's actually included as a module in the project. So, oh, I think I get what you're saying now. All right, I'm going to try rebuilding this again, but in the meantime, let's look in. So let's look in here. So now it's just a question of where it would be. Code editor. So let's do Command Shift F. Juice Live Constant. Live Constant editor. So in your module headers. Oh, so okay. So that would be here then. You're talking about this. Aha, we got it, don't we? It needs to need to add it here, don't we? So hashtag include juice. What would it be? Juice audio. Juice GUI extra. Juice extra.h. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am excited. I am hyped up. Holy moly. I cannot believe how in the world is it that we've been doing this and that there's and that I wasn't aware of this before. Oh my goodness. This is just wild. I'm assuming I probably have to include the C. Do I have to include the CPP as well? No. No, we're good. Oh, wow. So let's go back here. This is like, if this works, this is like Christmas Day. It really is. Like everything is going to be Juice Live constant. Maybe not everything, but wow. Yeah, even though I'm doing an int constant and I have it as a float, but hopefully it won't complain. Oh boy. This is exciting, isn't it? I've just learned something revolutionary if this actually works. Martin, I owe you a pint if this actually works. The anticipation is mounting as we're building this out. So here we are. It's building. Okay, we got build succeeded. Cool. So it recognizes the macro now. I'm telling you, big shout out to the Juice team if this actually works, because holy moly, this, I mean, they've thought of everything. They really have. Okay, so now I do the login. Oh wow, I have never seen this before. Holy cow! This is wild, Martin. I cannot. How is it that I did not know about this? How is it possible that I did not know about this? Oh man, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is just okay. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, Martin, you've just changed my life. Oh, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. You've actually, oh, the only thing is I did that and then it pulled me to this menu, which I didn't want to do. But wow. Oh my. Just don't close the pop-up. Oh, this is just, oh wow. I cannot believe this. This is just, this has changed everything. It really has. Oh goodness. Wonder why it's taking so long to build when I haven't actually changed anything. So, okay, so let me do this. I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm just going to make this Juice Live constant, and then let's just make this 1 for now. Also, when you find the number you want in the editor, remember to put the value back in the source. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This is, wow. Holy moly, Martin. This is actually changed. This is actually just changed UI development. Holy cow. This is amazing. This is just this. Oh, wow. We need to do a tutorial on this as soon as possible. I cannot believe that I did not know about that. Whoa. I'm just I cannot believe that. Man, this is taking a long time to build. Um, Martin, I owe you one, big time. Yeah, yeah. I saw something like it, but it was for the live. It was like in the live editor that it was for the live. I thought it only worked in the live editor, and I was so disappointed when they actually decided not to support that anymore. So I'm actually just using that to change the icon area. So I'm just trying to actually um, I'm actually just trying to reduce the size of that ellipse when this actually builds one day in the hopefully in the near future. Oh, this is just something. This is just something. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So we're back to build succeeded again. Hopefully I won't mess. Hopefully I won't mess it up. So now we go to login. Okay, where is it? Not sure where it's gone though. Okay, so there it is. Okay. So if I had to reduce it by 20, it's not there anymore. This is what I don't understand though. So let's go back to like 10. Okay, now we're getting there. 5. But 5, it gets bigger again. This is what I don't get. So if I go to 10, and it is still squashed. Why is that? Go really big, like 60, and it's gone. This is why I'm trying to. Oh, no, I don't want it to be a minus. Now it's huge. Hmm. Get transform to scale to fit. Okay, so I'm clearly approaching this wrong. Thanks again, Martin. That is a life changer right there. That is a life changer. So okay, so I see where I'm messing up. Icon area. So let's look at icon area. We're removing So we're removing an area from the left. Yeah. So let's see. Thanks again, Martin. That is just phenomenal. Yeah, that is just, oh man. I'm just gonna, okay, so we got icon.draw within juice. So if you're just joining in, I'm just trying to draw a circle, a small circle in the middle of this freaking area, and I don't know why it's not working. So icon area. So one thing is that icon area is a rectangle. It's not a square area. So what's happening is that I'm adding the ellipse. I'm adding the ellipse to the icon area, but because the icon area isn't square, then the ellipse isn't actually circular. So that's one of the first things. The question is how to make that area just square. So we got this removed from left. So the problem is that we have this area that's square, that's rectangular. What we're doing is we're removing a part of it from the left that is making it a rectangle. So I just need to do so we just need to do so we have R, which is area reduced. The area is the actual area of the rectangle. So now they have this reduce 5 area width divided by 20. So it's taking the minimum of, it's taking the smaller of 5 and area dot get width divided by 20 and reducing it on the y by 0. So then we have the icon area, which is removing from left the max font height. Now, what if I just did a normal ellipse? So at the moment, I'm doing it in the icon area. But what if I just do it and then transform it, transform it down to the area where I want it? So let's try that. So where is my API? So I'm just going to try that. So what was it? Add ellipse. Add ellipse. So let's do, I'm just going to do 0, 0, width and height. All right. So let's do max font height to float, then round the end. Yeah. So I'm hesitant to mess with I'm hesitant to mess with the max font height because well actually yeah, so this is where we're going wrong, right? Because if I just so let's see, what do we want to actually put there, right? Let's say we put, I don't know, 20. Just try that. So now we know that it's so now we know that it's 20 pixels, right? And then so we're taking 20 pixels from, we're removing 20 pixels from the left, but we still don't know how tall it is though, right? You know, that's the problem, is that in order for us to actually, we want the circle to be centered in within the rectangle area. So that's the problem, right? So let's go back for a second. Let's just think about this. So I'm gonna actually, let me see if I can pull my tablet out so we can actually describe the problem space. We're actually breaking out the tablet now. Holy cow. So let's see. I'm just going to get rid of this and this. I'm going to do a new document, notebook, and let's see, we will do dotted paper, right? Okay, let me just connect this. One moment. So what do I always forget how I do this? Oh, so it's reflector. So we're actually going to draw out this problem. So where are we? So I want screen mirroring. 1 second, just connecting everything. Oh, hopefully it works. Okay. So 4197. Nobody hijacked my MacBook Pro. So here we are. Okay, so here's the problem space. So thing is that we have this rectangle, right? Oh, I'm gonna actually erase this for a second. And then I'm gonna use my straight line. So we have this rectangle. Now the thing is that at the moment, we are removing an area from the left of the rectangle. taking this area and we're actually removing it. So the problem is that this area is rectangular, right? Because we don't know what the height of it is. The height of it could possibly change. But let me do undo. What we want is we want to have a circle that's in the middle of, but the circle has to be smack in the middle of this area. So this area, whatever area we pick, needs to be square. Or does it? Let's say that we just do we do a path, and then we just draw an ellipse. Let's just draw an ellipse. And we'll just draw it at 0, 0. And then we'll just pick an arbitrary, because at the moment the size of the circle is actually based on the area. So we'll draw an ellipse, and then we'll just pick an arbitrary size. We'll just say, let's just say 15 pixels, right? And then what we'll do is we'll translate it. So we'll draw it at 0, 0, and then we'll translate it into the middle. We'll translate it into the middle of the screen, right? Or translate it into the middle of the area. The only problem is that when we translate it, I believe that the way that it draws the circle is it draws it from the top left, not from the center. But we'll worry about that in a second, right? So we'll try that for now. Okay, so we'll just try that, and we'll use the our new tool, Juice Live Constant, to actually figure out the area. We could actually use like area X and area Y. What about this? Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it, Jess? Take 4 pi of the area. So let's do, so I'm going to do this. Area X, so area Y equals. So we are gonna put this new tool, Juice Live Constant, through its paces. This is gonna be awesome. So auto ellipse size equals Juice Live Constant. And we'll just start it off at 5. Ellipse size, ellipse size. Okay. Now we will find out the solution to this problem. Yeah, so we will figure it out. I'm sure that there must be something in the API that allows for, so we had, isn't there like a thing in rectangle, like keeping center or something like that? Rectangle. Let's look at the rectangle class. Here we go. Pretty sure there's a keeping center or something like that. Keeping center. With size, keeping center. Aha. This is what we need, isn't it? with size. Returns a rectangle with the same center position as this one, but with a new size. Returns a rectangle with the same center position. No, that's not it, because that's the rectangle that's keeping center. The rectangle is keeping a central location within wherever you're drawing it within. So let's turns a rectangle that's been scaled by the given amount centered around the origin. Get center X. Okay, we will figure this out. There is a way, and we will find it. I have a lot of faith in that. So here's our live builder. So ellipse size at the moment is 5, and we can see that that is maybe it's fine, but then we have area X and area Y, which are 1 and 1. So I think if we do this, start increasing this. So let's try 15. We could actually probably eyeball it, right? So let's put both of these at 15. Ooh, getting there. So it looks like we need to just reduce it on the y-axis more. So let's try 20. This live, oh yes, now we are getting there. So 20, let's try 25. I think that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. So we got 20. 20 is perfect, actually. That's it. That's it. Wow. Big shout out to Martin for letting us in on the live builder. Okay, so it's 15 and 20. And maybe we'll change it to a different color as well. Wow. Yeah, then we do this. We got, yeah, that's great. Oh, man. So we got 15, 20, and we did the size to be 5. 15, 20, 5, and 5. I'm telling you, that is just awesome. So let me just change these. So I think I could get rid of the live constant now. I can actually just do this like this and just bake these in. 15 and 20. Whoa, I am telling you, that is a life changer. Big shout out to Martin. Cool. So we've done that. I'm going to actually, let me think. Shall I make it? Should I change the color of it? No, I'm just going to leave it as is. Cool. So next thing is actually changing the thumb. So we have those linear horizontal sliders, and now we're just going to change those as well. So let's look back into our look and feel class. And curious to see how this actually works for the slider look and feel. Where is my API? There we go. So now we're going to do slider look and feel. So do Command F, slider, look, and feel methods. So draw linear slider. Draw linear slider background. Okay, so I think we just need draw linear slider. Okay, so once again, for people who are watching, what we're doing is we are overriding look and feel classes, so we can actually start customizing our actual what's it called? Our actual sliders, right? So our sliders, our widgets, our combo boxes, and things like that. There's actually, I don't think that we actually need to put this in look and feel, simply because, well, what we could do is rather than making it a little circle, we could actually make it a square. Maybe having it as a square could possibly be more interesting. So it looks like draw linear slider thumb would actually be the way to go. The way to go for this. Don't know how complicated that will be, but we shall take a look. Draw linear slider thumb is what we want, right? So the way that I do this is, the first thing that I do is I do Command Shift F. That's how you do it in Xcode anyway. And now I just look for the method in the slider class. So draw linear slider. And we want to find the one that's in the look and feel v4 class, which is interesting. It looks like they only have, so they have it for v3. So maybe maybe they haven't changed it since look and feel v3. So let's just have a look here. Look and feel v4. We'll go in here. Is that the right place? So I just want this. So now I'm in the look and feel v4, and then we got draw linear slider. So we can see here that this method hasn't actually changed. So it looks like they haven't actually changed it from in this v4 implementation. So now we're going to go to the v3 implementation of this, right? Which is this. And now I just need to find the actual method call. The only thing is Xcode hasn't been the best at actually pointing me in the right direction here. So draw linear slider thumb is, so I'm just taking a look here. So we got draw linear slider, and we got all of this. Then we got draw linear slider background and draw linear slider thumb. So draw linear slider thumb, interestingly, is in draw linear slider thumb. So let's look here. Oh, there it is. So now we are in draw linear slider thumb. And we see there's a slider radius. I don't know. I think I'm kind of okay with it being circular. Doesn't really bother me. I was thinking of maybe changing the slider thumb to a rectangle. Let's take a look here. So just looking to see how it's actually, so we have this draw glass sphere. And then we have all of these different draw glass pointer. Maybe I'm not going to mess with that too much. I mean, I don't think it's too complicated to mess with, but let's see. If slider is equal linear horizontal or linear vertical, so what would kx and ky? So we've got kx. So it looks like it's just positioning it in the in the middle of wherever the actual slider line is. Do we want it to be a rectangle, rounded rectangle, maybe? Good question here. It's a good question. I'm just thinking here for a second. Just thinking whether I want it to be a circle or I almost want it to be more like a square, because I'm thinking that that's more like a fader, more like a DJing thing, like a crossfader. So that would look a little bit cooler than a thumb, I think. Let's just try it, right? So this is how I do this sort of thing. So I will. So now we have the V2 draw linear slider thumb, which looks like the latest way that that's actually been drawn. I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to make sure that the V3 version of the linear slider thumb isn't just, yeah, we can see that that's just calling draw linear slider thumb. That's not actually doing it, right? So let's just make sure we got that right. Yep, so we're good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this into my own look and feel. So draw button background, and I'm just going to command Alt Shift just to minimize all of this business, so it actually looks a little bit smaller. And now I'm just going to paste all of that here, because we're just going to change some of these options. And now I just need to bring this back into my header file. Avoid all of this stuff. I need to mark it override because I'm overriding what's been implemented in the look and feel class. And now we are going to go in and change it. So this is going to be interesting. So we have slider radius, I'm just going to build this. I'm going to build this while I'm actually thinking about the problem. Pardon me. Oh, build failed. Interesting. What's happened? Oh, I need to do all this stuff again. So this is a juice object. So I need to do this. Need to put juice in front of all this stuff. Juice, juice, juice. There we go. So great. So let's build this while we're actually looking through everything. There's probably some other stuff in here. So like this is gonna, let me just actually stop this for a moment. So is there anything else in here? So this needs to have juice in front of it. And so this one does as well. This one and this one. And I think we're good. So while that's building, I'm just going to take a look at what we need to do here. Oh, I missed one. Missed two, actually. There we go. Oh, I missed another one. Okay, so let's see. So now we just need to think about how are we going to draw a square here rather than a circle. So we have the slider radius. That is, get slider radius with a slider -2. Then we don't need to worry about all of this business for now. All of these else ifs, because at the moment we're only drawing a linear horizontal slider, right? So we just need to just mainly worry about this. Then we have draw glass sphere. So we just really need probably draw rectangle. So I think maybe we could start there, because I have a feeling that when we actually draw this, so what we might try to do first is we might try to just draw a rectangle there using the same dimensions that we have there. And so if we do that, I imagine that what we draw is actually going to be a rectangle there, and then it's just reducing it, reducing that area on the x-axis to make it more like a rectangle rather than a square. But we will. So we'll take this step by step, and yeah. So we're building this. So while it's doing that, I'm going to do something like this. So what's draw glass sphere? I'm gonna actually let's look at draw rectangle, right? So we're gonna go back here to our juice documentation. We'll do graphics. And then we're going to go to draw rect. Do we want this to be a square rectangle or a rounded rectangle? Oh, we got a build failed again. So, oh, I have two voids here. Then what is this? So this needs juice in front of it as well. The indentation of all that is all messed up. Okay, so now let's try that again. So, so back to what we were talking about before. Do we want a rounded rectangle or do we want just a square rectangle? That is a great question. Just thinking about what we want there. Thinking that a rounded rectangle might add a little bit more character to it. So let's draw a rounded rectangle. So I'm just going to copy all this. Now we just need to do G dot all of this. Then we're going to have, I'm just going to first try just all of this. By the way, it's still built. It's just building in the background, so it's going to build on. Oh, man. So no member called look and feel helpers. Namespace juice. Okay. I'm going to take a chance and think that maybe that's what that needs to be. Okay. So where was I? So I was here. So now we need width and height. So I'm going to try width, height. Oh, my mouse has frozen on me. What's going on? Corner size, we'll just make it 2.0. Line thickness, we'll make it 2.0 again, maybe. So while it's doing that, I'm now going to I'm actually just working while the other one's building. So, I'm going to do auto area X equals kx minus. Well, now it's gonna. Sorry, I've messed this up. I'm trying to work live. Trying to work live while I'm actually doing this. So I'll leave this commented out while I'm actually doing this. So auto area X. So let's look at slider. So we have slider radius is this, right? Get slider thumb radius slider -2. So now I'm going to do this. So slider radius X. Do slider radius Y. This is all just sloppy. So I'm just kind of just thinking. So now I'm going to use our new favorite tool, Juice Live Constant. This is the best thing that's, oh goodness gracious. Look and feel helpers. Where the heck is this? So look and feel helpers. So I need to do Command Shift F, look and feel helpers. So I need to find where this is actually at. See, the unfortunate thing is that when I try to do jump to definition, it doesn't actually, I don't know why it doesn't freaking do that. Oh, is this it? Got look and feel. The Command Shift J, Command Shift O. Look and feel helpers. There's nothing. Where is it? So Command Shift F. Let's do look and feel helpers. See, this is so frustrating. Why can't I do Command click? That just makes no sense. Feel helpers. So maybe it's in V1. Oh, here we go. Juice, look and feel helpers. It's in. So how do I call this here? So it's in namespace juice. It says namespace juice, look and feel helpers. So why did it not work last time? Sorry, I'm trying to find my way back to where I was before. Where the heck was I? Oh, goodness. So here we are. So no member named look and feel helpers and juice look and feel. So then I'd already tried juice look and feel helpers. What is this? Create base color. Can I just do this? No, that's not going to work. I don't understand why it's not working though. So this is in look and feel v2.cpp. Thing is that we are in V3, but the thing is that we are in V3 of look and feel, right? And V3 of look and feel inherits from V2 look and feel. So why does that not work? I don't understand why that doesn't work. what? So let's go back here. Scratch champ look and okay, so let's go back here. Scratch champ look and feel is inheriting from public look and feel v4. Really frustrates me that this does not work. Then look and feel v4 inherits from v3, right? Yes, it does. And v3 so actually I can go through here. v3 inherits from v2. Oh, look and feel helpers. And this is in look and feel helpers v2. Except this is in the CPP. This is just local to that CPP. So I'm wondering if I need to do juice look and feel v2 look and feel helpers. So let's try that. So let's go juice look and feel v2. Is that right? I'm gonna try it. I think that's right. Okay, so let's go back to where we were before while that's building. So we have this slider radius X, slider radius Y. So we want to have this, we want to use juice live constant here as well. So we can adjust this on the Y axis. And then we need to have so this will be slider radius X, slider radius Y. Maybe we make, so what would this be? The width and the height. So let's, man, so what's wrong now? Look and feel v2. Okay, we will solve this, right? So let's go back, Command Shift F. What I don't understand is why looking, so we are inheriting from look and feel v4, which is inheriting from v3, and v2. So why is this not? Why is this not working? Look and feel V2. Okay, so I got another idea. This is frustrating. So look and feel helpers resides in look and feel v2.cpp. I'm gonna, okay, so we got one choice, which is that maybe we try to just specifically include this CPP in our look and feel class, so it should have access. So let's just try that first. But then we're going to get a circular, we might get a circular dependency. So the next option would be that we just copy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, right? I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back to my Scratch Champ. And I'm going to do this. Paste that there. And now I'm going to try this. Let me make sure I got that right. So namespace look and feel helpers. Yeah, that should work. Okay. So anyways, going back to where we were before. So now we have it's radius X, radius Y. So we have like the location, and then we have the size of yeah. So I'm going to do slider radius X, slider radius Y. Try to do it like that. Okay. So I'm actually going to, so build failed. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I just need to add juice to all this stuff. We will get there. Then we got this. This makes me regret the requirement that I did to make myself actually use all of this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to actually just comment this out so there's no longer a circle there, and then comment all of this in, format it properly. What is going on here? All right, now we're going to try to build this, see how this goes. This juice live constant is the best thing that's ever Juice has ever done. see what's going on with the Discord. Okay, we are building. I think I might actually grab some lunch after this. We've been online for a little while now. So oh, we got Bill Feld again. Okay, so we got some more things. Choose color, anything else? Choose font. Okay. We are going for it. How long have we been online? Curious. Streaming. Oh, we've been on for like 2.5 hours. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good live stream. So yeah, we're gonna build this, and then I think I'm going to grab some breakfast or lunch. I really enjoy doing this, though. I enjoy doing these live coding sessions. I wish it was like in the movies where you're just constantly just going at it. You have 5 screens in front of you. My dog and I are going to go to the field today. We're going to go out and play with the toys. Ah, here we go. Build succeeded. Finally. So I'm curious to see what this is actually going to look like. It's coming. It'll get here one day. It says it's running. Oh, here we go. Okay. To our login. So it hasn't really done anything to our actual linear slider, which is interesting. That's unexpected. So what have we done? So what have we done here? Draw linear slider thumb. If style is slider, linear horizontal, or linear vertical. Not quite sure. Not quite sure why that hasn't happened. Have I not implemented that right? Draw linear slider thumb. Why has that not worked? Seems that it never actually calls it. That is interesting. I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just set a breakpoint here and try to rebuild this. See if it actually calls it. Does not. Interesting. So it never actually calls this method. Why is that? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the slider, draw linear slider, how that's actually being called. Think about that for a second. Do I have to override draw linear slider as well for it to call like that? Shouldn't. I don't think that you would need to. So Command Shift F, draw linear slider. So V4, we call draw linear slider. Draw linear slider. At the end, I thought it draw. Oh my. I don't see that it. Very interesting. Okay, so we've done something wrong here. Looks like draw linear slider thumb actually isn't called in draw linear slider like it has done in the past. So if we look to V3, draw linear slider, we will see that the V3 version of draw linear slider actually calls draw linear slider thumb. But if we go back to the V4 implementation of draw linear slider, which is all of this business, we see that it actually never actually calls draw linear slider thumb, which means that we've done all this work for something that isn't actually implemented anymore. So what I need to do is I actually need to copy this one, draw linear slider. Now we need to go back to our class, which is our own custom look and feel class. So all of this actually will not work. I need to do this. Draw linear slider. Do I have all of my? Yes, so that's all fine. And now I need to change this to my own look and feel, which we're going to do like this. Then I just need to copy this. And I just need to get rid of all this and replace it with this. And now, oh, that kind of frustrates me because that wasn't very clear in the documentation, but here we are. We shall survive. So now let's look at draw linear slider and see what we need to do to actually make this a square rather than an ellipse. So okay. So if slider is bar, so we got fill rect. We got 2 or 3 val. So it looks like he's just combined all of these into one larger method rather than having 3 separate methods, drawing the slider thumb, drawing the background, and so on. So we have the pointer, draw pointer. What's that? Of course, it's not going to lead me anywhere. So let's go back to Command Shift F, and we're going to go back to the juice, look and feel class V4, and feel V4. Here we are, and now we need draw linear slider. So now we just need to figure out what some of these methods actually mean, right? So we got the pointer. So we got draw pointer. Draw pointer. Where is that actually implemented? So start new subpath. Doing line to, oh boy, what is all this? Question is this actually what I'm looking for? Right? No, that's not. I don't need to mess with that. So we got fill ellipse, thumb width. So it looks like this is what we need here. Just this to change this ellipse method to a rectangle method. So just thinking about what we need to do there. So let's go up here. So we got fill ellipse. So let's just try to replace this with a rectangle method for now, right? So we'll do G dot draw rounded rectangle. Then we got all of this. That's going to be the first argument. Corner size, we'll just make 2.0. And then we got line thickness, which we would just make, I guess, 2.0 again. So now we have thumb width, right? So then we got get slider thumb radius of the slider. get slider thumb radius. Get slider thumb radius. So this returns the minimum of smaller of 12. And if the slider is horizontal, which it is in this case, this returns an int. So let's go back to, oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Let's go back to draw linear slider again. Let's go back to our method here. So, okay, so we have draw static cast. Oh, I didn't actually call this with, I didn't actually copy this correctly, did I? No, this is actually what we need. I was like, it's a weird way to draw a rectangle. So, okay, so let's see, we got this rectangle. Starts off with thumb width. So we can get rid of this is 3val, so that doesn't matter. So we can just make this max point. So let's just simplify this a bit. Needs to be an extra parentheses there. So I'm just going to try this for now, because if this is working properly, then this should just put a square there rather than a circle. Oh, build failed. Why are we failing? Oh, this again. Oh, this is such a pain. A million of them here as well. Got it here, here. Oh, there are going to be loads of places where this is going to be. Should probably just wrap this in namespace juice, but now that I don't want it to be inconsistent. So this is hilarious. Chat has been awfully quiet. Not sure if maybe it's not coming through anymore, or what. All right, try to build this again. just building up. Okay, a few more juice things. Any other ones? Oh man, this is hilarious. Anything over here? Okay, let's try this again. We will get there. We will prevail. We shall overcome. This restream and having the chat in the window though is awesome. This is definitely the way. They do say UI stuff doesn't come too quickly. That is one of the things that takes the longest. So just waiting for this to do its thing. We will get there. It's good. This is a fantastic learning experience. Here we go. Build succeeded. Running. So hopefully we see a square for our sliders. Boom. Nice. We have squares. That's cool. Now, can we make them more rectangular? Where's the live? Sorry, I'm looking for the live builder actually. There's did I actually do that? So let me see. Oh, I forgot to do it. Yeah, so for new people that are watching, I've actually just learned the most phenomenal thing that is it is absolutely the best thing that I've learned about juice in a long time. It's called Juice Live Constant. So yeah, so I will show you what it is actually here very shortly. So first thing that I'm going to do is I want this to be, isn't there a fill rounded rectangle? Fill rounded rectangle. Yeah, so we're going to do fill rounded rectangle first of all. So I'm going to look at the arguments here. So rectangle and corner size. So it just needs a rectangle corner size. Doesn't need a line thickness. Fill rounded rectangle. Yep. And then I'm going to change the color of this. So I think I'm going to make this one of our colors from our style sheet. So it's theme color orange. And then, okay, so now we have this this rectangle, and it starts off with this thumb width, and then just going to change the width and the height, right? So I'm going to do this is where this comes in. This is just the most amazing thing that I didn't even know existed. So you got juice live constant, and then you just put this number in parentheses, 5, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. And then I'm going to build this. Let's see if this actually works. So this is the most phenomenal thing that I've learned about juice, except I spelled constant wrong. Not cont. Did I spell it wrong? Cont. C-O-N-T. Constant. Yeah. Ooh, I'm forgetting my spelling today. Constant, not constant. Yeah. Long live stream. I should probably eat soon. I haven't actually eaten breakfast yet, but I'm just having so much fun. It's tough to quit. So yeah, we're gonna try to build this thing. See if this actually works. So I just refreshed the chat. Maybe I'll take the chat off there. Like that's kind of cool, isn't it? Looks a little bit better. Only thing is the overlay, graphic overlay. Oh, I'm gonna go when I actually get this get done with this. I'm actually gonna go to town on branding this out. This is gonna be so much fun. I'm having a blast. I'm so excited. This juice live constant. I cannot believe. I know I've said that. That's probably been the only thing that I've said this whole live stream is about juice live constant. But wow, how did I not know about that? Yeah, we just whoa, amazing. Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere. Okay, so here we go. You're about to see the beauty of Juice Live Constant here. So okay, so you've added 2 Juice Live Constants on the same line. make sure they're identified by their line number. So make sure each one goes on a different line. Okay, then. So and we see that those thumbnails are too small. So we're going to do auto thumb width. So I'm just going to actually comment this out. Equals, let's do 10 maybe. So this is where we're gonna do this juice live constant again. So juice live constant. And we're gonna we'll make it, let's start with 15, right? Auto thumb height equals, and I'm just going to do the same thing for height. And in here, I'm going to put thumb width. And then in here, I'm going to put thumb height. Let's see if this works. Should probably just make them floats so we don't have to actually static cast them as a float. I'll come back and do that. I'll come back and do that later. So we're building, but yes, Juice Live Constant is just the best thing that's ever been made. If Martin, if you're watching, you have just saved me so much time. It's unbelievable. How did we not know this? Yeah, I'll never get over it. So if you're watching and you're not familiar with it, you'll see what I mean in a second. It's like the best kept secret ever. That trust me, it's worth the wait. It's awesome. So we're just building this thing up. Yeah, these builds. This is a bigger app, so this is taking quite a while. It'd be so cool if you could just separate these out into smaller sub apps. Like I'd love to just have just the screen itself be its own thing. If there's a way to do that, I'd love to hear it. So here we are. So now we're going to do login. And this is where this is so awesome. So this actually, when you use this Juice Live Constant, you can actually adjust this on the fly and it actually reloads. So the thing that I want to change is the thumb height. So I want to change it on the y-axis, and watch this. Holy cow. Tell me that's not the most amazing thing. That is the coolest. That is the coolest thing ever. And see, so I like that, but I want to make it a little bit thinner. That is awesome, isn't it? Tell me that's not the coolest thing. So now we have that. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, because what I want to do is I think I want to put like a little line, like so it looks like a little crossfader. So let's see. So we'll make this a little bit thicker like this. Just making sure that it actually functions properly and everything. Tell me that's not the most awesome thing. that you've ever seen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So all of that is drawn out, and just need to actually look at what these are. So 12 and 39. So see, now I just want to get rid of that, and I'll just make this 12.0, 39.0, and then now that I've done that, I can make this code a little bit more simple by just getting rid of the static casts, like so. That makes it look a lot cleaner. So now what I want to do is I want to draw a little just line in the center. So let's do G draw. So let's see. Should we do draw rect? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do G set color, then dark theme color, this, and then G, and then I'm going to do line width, which will be choose 5 constant. Then we will just make it maybe 2.0. Then G. Oh, what am I doing? This should be auto line width. Oops. And we're just going to do this. Then I'm going to make this, even though this is going to be more like a line, I think the easiest way to actually do this is something like this. So we'll do G.fill rounded rectangle. Then we got the rectangle, and I'm going to do with center. Then I think I could do reduced line width, line height, with center. So I think that should work. So I'm actually just drawing a line, but what I think the best way to do it is to actually just take the rectangle that I've already drawn for the rectangle that I've drawn for the slider itself, and I'm actually just going to reduce that into a line, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think you'll see what I mean shortly. Cool. So we are building. dark tone color, not dark theme color. Okay, so building this again. I've actually learned a lot today. This has actually been really fun. Thinking that the thumb colors also are a little bit. I mean, having it just be orange and black, it'd be cool to have a little bit of a gradient there, I think, or like interpolated. They have like a color where you could do interpolated with, so like interpolate two colors. That could be interesting. We could probably do like 50 tutorials just on look and feel, like just on UI. Probably more than that. So let's see. If we look at the colors class, or is it color? Here we go. Oh, they got color gradient. Oh yeah, so we got color gradient. Creates a horizontal linear gradient between two coordinates. So this looks interesting. Color gradient vertical creates a vertical linear gradient from top to bottom in a rectangle. Let's see. Well, let's see what we have first, right? So we're going to do this here. Okay, cool. So now we have this this black that's inside this red. It's actually just two rectangles. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this live constant to actually just adjust these. So first thing that we want is the width. So I'm just going to, I want to reduce it more. So I want to come to the right. So that's pretty cool. I was thinking that maybe they'll like making them look a little bit more like faders. So the width of it, maybe it's more like that. I feel like maybe it just needs to be a little bit more. I mean, it's cool for now. You know, maybe they should look a little bit more like what am I trying to say? Thinking maybe using a little bit more of a gradient would actually be a little bit better. It looks cool for now though. I mean, it's not bad. Not too unhappy about that. But it looks all right. We did that as well, where we have the circle rather than the check mark. I really don't like that check mark. But it's starting to get somewhere though. I feel like this is starting to get somewhere. This could probably like maybe blink, maybe. I don't know. I wanted to do something where actually all of this, when I switch from left to right, where it actually does like a little bit of an animation. Maybe that's something I could do. I can work on this week. But this is pretty cool. This could also change. This is a little bit like this could be a circle rather than a rectangle. You know, but I mean those are small things though. It's getting there though. I think that's where I'm gonna. I think that's where I'm going to actually finish off today. So that's been a pretty successful. It's been a pretty successful coding session, and yeah. So I'm just going to commit this, hit add, and hit commit through setup UI, push to origin producer. There we are, all committed. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. We've been on this for 3 hours. I think that was a pretty good live coding session. Only thing is I forgot what the heck my I actually reduced those by. I'm just going to rebuild this one more time before I go, because I did all of that, and then you have to remember to actually put that back in your code once you're done experimenting. So see, we got this, and we're going to reduce it. So I think that's good right there. Maybe a bit more. Like that. So that's 5. That's 5. So that's just meant to look like a little bit more like a crossfader rather than just some simple thing. But I mean, that's just me being picky. I mean, if you look at Serato, like Serato doesn't. Let's take a look at Serato's, right? What their thumbs look like. That'll give us some good inspiration. You know, like I feel like this red should be maybe a little bit more of a gradient type of red. Like having it just be a solid color makes it look a little bit amateurish. But this is just my opinion. So Serato is loading. So let's see what Serato. Oh, Serato's got kind of a similar thing actually. Yeah, if you take it back. So yeah, so if you look at their thumbs, that's actually kind of a similar sort of thing, I guess. Yeah, see how here they have like more of a gradient? They have a gradient, and they've actually done a shadow, which is pretty cool. Like that's kind of cool, having a shadow. Makes it look a little bit more lifelike. I like how they have the increments as well. You know, where you have actual like lines. That's kind of cool. So that's something to maybe take some inspiration from. Take some inspiration from the pros, right? So yeah, I'm just a beginner. Don't mind me. So yeah, but I think that's cool for now. This is all right. So good stuff. I will now actually put this like this. So this will be 5.0 F, and this will be 2. I can actually put this in here. So this will be 5 and 2.0. That I can get rid of these lines now. I can do the same thing here actually. So just get rid of these, put these in here. Just get rid of a couple lines there. I'm really enjoying this. I hope that you're enjoying it as well. If you're watching, And yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna let them go, and I'm gonna grab some lunch, take my dog for a run. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time.